Hello there. Welcome once again to Living on Purpose. My name is Fola Daniel Speaks, also known as Fola Daniel Speaks. Today, I want to talk about packaging over content. Packaging over content. Now, before you misinterpret this, let me quickly say that I'm not asking you to do packaging over content. I'm simply asking a question and trying to let you see the importance of doing or focusing more on the content than the package. One of the great mistakes that people make is to believe just because they have been told that packaging is important, that they can actually focus more on the package than the content. If you focus more on the package, you'll be able to sell something. People are going to buy it because they can see that what you're selling has a great package, whether it's a service or a product, whatever it is. If you have a great packaging, great branding, people are going to come to you and they're going to buy. However, you've only made the first sale, which is usually the most important sale, but the experience of the people after the first sale will go beyond the package. If they use your service or they use your product and it does not give them the promise that the brand has made, then it means that the content does not match the packaging. And whenever the content does not match the packaging, then there will always be a problem. The people are not going to come back again because they can see that all you sold to them was a package and the content does not match it. Take a look at all the big brands all over the world, whether it's for phones or cars or maybe laptops, anything at all. You realize that despite great packaging, the most important thing is usually not the package, it's usually the content of the package. When you work well on your package, then the content branding will be okay with the people. Don't forget, it is not usually the branding that people want, it's the package, it's the content that people want. So, if you focus more on the package and you're able to sell the first few units, then people will be disappointed and they will no longer trust your brand. So you're going to lose customers. As an individual, whatever you do, make sure you focus more on delivery much more than the packaging. Should you pay attention to your packaging? Absolutely. Once you have done the content right, then make sure that your packaging is also good. And the reason is this: sometimes when people want to pick something off the shelf, they're going to look at the package beyond the content. They may not have the opportunity to open up and check the content. All they can see is the packaging at that time. And since all they can see is the packaging, then your best shot at getting into people's homes or people's hands is a well packaged product or service. There are people who will not listen to you until you package yourself properly. Sometimes they say you need to dress the way you want to be addressed. It also tells you that one of the ways to get a foot into the room is how you show up admittance, how you dress up, how good you look. If your suit is not well tied, or your ties are not well tied, your suit is not looking good, your dress, whatever it is that you're wearing, if it's not looking good, sometimes you may not get a foot in the room. So you need to work on your appearance and your packaging for products and services. However, make sure that beyond the appearance, products and services, or beyond your own physical appearance, make sure that the content is solid. If the content is solid, over time, the content will advertise itself, and the content or the quality of the content can become the packaging. But when all you have is packaging and there is no solid content, you will keep losing people. For individuals, if you keep looking good, looking sharp, nice suits, nice dresses, nice cologne, nice cars, when they now give you an opportunity to speak and you can't make a lot of sense, then they will be disappointed. They want to see your great appearance, but in addition to your great appearance, they also want to hear your solid content. They want content that will be thought provoking. They want things that will get them to rethink their steps, take actions and look at other things that they can possibly do. So the appearance is nice, but the packaging is, the content is very important. Don't focus on your appearance alone without improving your content. Remember, there was a story in the Bible. It's also about Queen Sheba and Solomon. And in the case of Sheba and Solomon, what happened was that Queen Sheba had heard quite a lot about Solomon, and she felt that what they were saying about King Solomon was quite exaggerated until she visited. Now, when she visited, she realized that they didn't even tell her half of what exactly was on ground. So when she got there, she said, wow. In other words, the stories that went out, the packaging was actually not even adequate enough to describe what the real thing on ground was, which was the content. Let that be your own experience. For me, people quite, look at me and they say, oh, he's unassuming, he's quiet, is this, until I get the microphone and I start talking. So they see that there's a difference between the quiet, very unassuming guy that they see from time to time and the one that goes on stage. Whatever it is that you're doing, make sure you focus more on the content than the packaging. It's the content that keeps the people coming back. It's the quality of your skill set that gets people to engage you. It's not your fancy CV, it's not your fancy car, it's not your fancy attires that will get people to come back to you, not your fancy office in eyebrow areas in whatever country that you live in. It's important to make sure that you work on your content. Let it be solid and irresistible. That's what keeps people coming back. So make sure that anytime, any day, you have content over packaging. Thank you very much for listening. Head on now to www.youtube.com/Fola Daniel Speaks. Thank you.